All right, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, we have 355 stories. Look them up, patrol gangs, you'll like them, they're fun. Now we're going to question and answers. You want to send me a question, go ahead, please send me a question. Email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. One of the questions was, this is a third story of injuries. They asked me, someone asked me, have you ever been injured? So this is the third one, okay? It's interesting. Okay, I'm working, now I have about 16 years on, 17 years on, and I'm working surveillance, which is basically following people, criminals. In this case, it was a narcotic dealer. Okay, so we're like 6 of us in plain cars, 1-person cars, and we basically get on the radio and we follow people. And very difficult to follow someone and not be seen. It's an art to do it very carefully. And so I won't get into that because it's kind of nuts and bolts of that. But I'll get you into the injury. Okay, so I'm in a big Caprice, big 2-door monster car. It was one of the, as being the younger of the 5 other detectives, I got the lousiest cars. Okay, it's a the Peter principle. Okay, the boss gets the best one, assistant squad leader gets the next one, and it goes all the way down to me, and I got the last car. Okay, who cares? It's a take-home car. The city's paying for the gas. That's fine. I'm just happy to where I'm at. I'm happy, having a good time. Okay, so we're following a guy during the day. Now this is about 11:30, I think I remember, something like that. 11:30, right before noon. And so, you can hear your partners, the car we're looking at is a block ahead. I'm back at a light, and then lights turn green. I'm a block behind, and the other units are in front of me. My partners are in front of me in plain cars, and the cars are moving and they go to the next light, And as we're moving, cars are jockeying. Like the car that's been on, the guy will back off, and then somebody else will come up, and he'll get to the back of the line, and everybody kind of moves up. That's how you do surveillance. You keep changing the car, so the guy doesn't see the same car. You see some of these shows on TV, here's the crook doing something at a bank, and here's the surveillance car across the street. Yeah, that's really going to work. And the crook comes out and goes like this. He doesn't see these guys sitting right here? Come on. Anyway, so that's the whole different thing. So we do pretty well. So at one of the lights, I'm sitting there. I'm just minding my own beeswax, not doing it. I'm just waiting for the light to change. And all of a sudden, the next 4 months, my life changed. Okay? That time, it was a 5 handicap golfer. Thinking that maybe as I get older, I might be able to get on some kind of a tour because I was getting really good at it. Just sitting there, and all of a sudden, wham! Okay, I get rear-ended. 40-mile-an-hour rear end. Okay. Get thrown forward. I get thrown back. The entire seat breaks behind me. I'm laying there. I'm broadcasting on the radio because we had microphones that we could talk without the hands-free microphones. I say, hey guys, I just got hit at the corner of whatever it was, San Vicente or something. Somebody just hit me, and I look over, and this lady that hit me, I'm watching the mirror. She backs up, goes around me, and she's parked right next to me. And I'm looking at her, and I go, pull over. And she looks at me, and she just takes off. Okay, hit and run felony. Okay, so she takes off. So I wrote the plate down. I'm a detective here. I wrote the plate down, description of the car, description of her. Got a good look at her because I'm looking right at her, and I broadcast. Man, she's taking off. I can't move. My back's messed up. Get an ambulance. I can't do anything. And she's northbound, and there I see her in a gray whatever, and there she. Okay, so all my guys turn on. Here they come. And my boss heard that, so he calls for an ambulance and a black and white unit to handle the traffic. And so I'm laying there, and I can't move. I'm off to the side now. I'm almost in the back floor because they broke the seat, and I'm laying there. Here's the door jam, my front door, and I'm like back here. And I can feel it in my neck and my back. He got me pretty good. So they pull up. Oh, are you all right? I say, I'm okay, man. But no, did you get that plate? Yeah, we got the plate. So okay, fine. So I'm laying there. Okay, so there's a side note here. Nothing against women paramedics. Okay, if you're gonna hire women paramedics, hire some with some guns. Okay, don't hire, Charlie's Angels to come out here and pick up a 235-pound Mexican. It ain't gonna work. Okay, so there's all this stuff is happening. Okay, so I'll tell you what happened to me, and then I'll tell you what happened later because I was told this happened. Okay, so I'm laying there. Paramedics show up. Are you all right? I'm laying there in the seat. They're doing all my vitals. I'm laying there, and they're looking at what happened. They can see what happened. I said, yeah, okay, fine. So okay, we're gonna put you in a stretcher. Bring a board in here. We'll put you on a board. Put a neck brace on you. And we're gonna take you, put you in the ambulance. We're gonna take you to the hospital. I said, okay, fine. That's good to me. So I look over and I see a regular-sized male, and I see a undersized female, like 5'5", 120 pounds, soaking wet. And I'm laying there, and they like my attitude. Because I go, is she going to pick me up? And he goes, yeah. Ain't going to happen. She won't do it. She goes, I can do it. I said, okay, you're going to drop me. And now my supervisor's standing there, and another paramedic is standing there. I think they thought I was going to be a smarty pants. I wasn't. I just look at this lady. I'm a big guy, okay? I didn't have a big belly, but I was still formidable. 6'4", Okay, so they get the board out, they get me on the board and they turn it sideways on the seat, and then they start to slide it out. And where do they put her? The lead edge. It comes out. Well, that's where the weight is. Don't you guys ever carry a chair or something? So she got the whole thing. Okay, and sure enough, as soon as it got away from the balancing on the seat, I fell to the ground. Okay, the whole thing fell on the ground, and she kind of tried to catch it on the way down. I didn't fall very far, maybe this far, from the height of the seat to the ground. Boom! I go, told you. And then she looked at me like, then she just kind of walked away in a huff. Oh, you're mad at me? Wait, let me get this straight. I asked you, please, I told them she's not going to be able to pick me up. So you guys ignored that, picked me up and dropped me, and she's mad at me? Really? So I'm laying there, and some of the guy says, oh man. So he comes over. I go, great. He just looked at me, just shakes his head. Because, I understand affirmative action. I understand hiring people, a lot of different men, women, different races. Okay, fine. But some jobs, you have to hire the right people. And you need beef on the hoof here. Sure, if you want to hire, there are women that can do that. I work with a partner, I've already said on my videos, she can take care of it. But not this one. And she's a paramedic. Supposed to be carrying people all the time. So they had to step in. She's all pissed off. Probably told her supervisor, that guy's snotty. Oh, you dropped me, gotch. Okay? So I'm laying there, and so they pick me up finally and take me over to the ambulance, and my boss comes over and he goes, did you see that? He goes, yeah. I said, would you get their names in case they're going to make a complaint? Her supervisor came to him, already said he didn't like my attitude. Oh, you did? Yeah. What'd you tell him? I told him that, go pound sand. You dropped my subordinate. Don't be coming to tell me I got an attitude. You dropped him. And they go, you're not supposed to do that. Wait, what if it was you? What is the dropping the citizens? I'm not saying I want preferential treatment. I'm in the street treatment you're going to get. I don't want to be dropped. You shouldn't want to be dropped. Anyway, so off I went. Okay, well, this was going on. Here's what's going on. Okay, I was told this later. The assistant supervisor with 3 guys ran the license plate. Remember, we're in police cars, even though they're playing cars. Ran the license plate, got a DMV to a house in Beverly Hills. Okay, not an expensive house, just, believe it, Beverly Hills has got its millionaire homes, but also has kind of like we call suburbia Beverly Hills, which is regular apartments and houses. They're all around it's normal folk in there. Well, normal meaning the houses aren't 20 million, they're only probably about 3 million, But they're regular looking houses, they're ranch houses, they're regular looking homes. So they get in there. Well, he tells me later that because he came down and visited me a couple days later, brought some of my stuff from work and everything. But he says I call for a black and white unit to respond because we're going to go see if she's there. 3 of the narcs pull up, and there's that car in the driveway, front end all bashed in, all the fluids poured in the driveway. Okay, this might be the car. Okay, of course it is the car because he got the license plate from me. So they go up to the door and knock on the door. There's no answer. Well, okay, so then the patrol guys come up along with one of their supervisors, and he says, I need you to back me up. We got to explain what I told you. Hit one of the officers, we got hit and run felony. And the supervisor goes, do you have a search warrant? And okay, let me explain the law to you out there in the public. If officers are in fresh pursuit of anything criminal, deuces, drunk drivers, my videos, felons, hit and run people, all kinds of crimes, and you would consider fresh pursuit. The Supreme Court decided fresh pursuit is if you're ongoing chasing. It could be delayed a little bit, but as long as you're continuing to go and you think he's in there, you can go in there without a warrant. It's exigent circumstances. He could get away, he could destroy evidence, all kinds of stuff. So it allows you that leeway. Okay, they didn't argue that for years. And still this day you can do that. It's fresh pursuit. He looks over to him and he says, he asks my boss, one of my bosses, do you have a search warrant? He goes, no. He goes, well, you can't go in. He goes, Sarge, get out of my way. And he stands back and he goes, here's the search warrant. Runs up and boom with his foot just knocks that door in. Okay, so says, you coming or not? And they just run in, my 3 narcs. And of course they got to go behind him because they call for a uniform presence. And being a supervisor, once another supervisor does that, then pretty much all the responsibility is on his shoulders anyway. So you can just kind of go along and help, but he's taking the responsibility of kicking that door and not me. Okay, we're both supervisors here. So that's when you find that out later on, Anyway, so my partner says, yeah, my supervisor says, we went in there, we're going through the house, got our guns out. We really didn't need to, but we thought we'd just do that for shock value. Because, it's a lady, she's in her 50s. I'm sure she's not armed herself, but you never know. You never know what she could do in there. Rich lady, maybe she doesn't want anybody, she's a drunk. She just hit somebody and ran. She could be desperate. She could be loud. She could do anything. You don't know what these people are going to do, okay? So he said they're running through the house. They see blood trails all over the place. Blood spot here, blood spot there. And she said it was just like a homicide scene. We see blood spots, we're looking at more, and then there's a closet where it ends. So they go, get out of there, we know you're in the closet. And he said, no answer. So they reached over and opened that door in the closet, because closets aren't, normally there's not locks on closets, right? For like clothes and hanging your jackets. People don't put locks in there. So they grabbed the, he said they grabbed the door, opened it up, and there she's sitting there with a wad of tissue on her nose, because she got a nosebleed. Oh, poor thing. And then she's like this, and they drag her out, put the cuffs on her, and take her away for hit and run felony. And anyway, so that was the incident. So I was off for 4 months with a bad neck, whiplash, obviously. Lost my handicap. Couldn't play golf for a while. Luckily, the people at my work kept my job for me. I didn't lose my position. I got a lot of visitors, a lot of people calling. It's like the other injuries. My poor wife kept working, and I'm off my feet watching reruns of Gilligan's Island and crap. So again, young, aggressive people don't want to sit around the house and watch TV. You want to go out there and you don't pay me to sit around and watch TV. I want to go out there and do some work. But anyway, so after about 3 or 4 months, I got back to work, and my golf came slowly come back. Never hasn't come back the way it was. But that's the way it goes. But yeah, that's another injury, and I'm just so mad at that paramedic, because I told her, and she got all machoist on me, or estrogen filled, or whatever she want to call it, that thought she could do this. And I'm a heavy guy, and you have to carry a lot of weight before somebody else picks the other end. Even then, you got the top end here. You got the heavy part of the stretcher. So anyway, she didn't like my attitude, really. Let me tell you what, honey. Why don't you get on the thing and I'll drop you. See how you feel after that. After you told me that I could drop you. So I didn't say this because I'm just trying to be funny. You can't do it. Anyway, so that's one of my injuries. I'll come back for the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.